welcome to our new purchase. This is our new 3-bed semi. Let's take a look inside. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of work that is going to need to be done. It's going to be a complete rip out. But we go through here on the right, and then this is our first room, what used to be the living room area, and into the dining room. Some nice patio doors that go out into the garden as well. So it's a nice space. And then through the little hatch, that's where the kitchen is. But our first plan is to open up this wall so it becomes a kitchen diner, and then potentially closing the archway off just there. So this is its own enclosed little room, which should be quite nice. And let's go and take a look at the kitchen. So, as you can see in here, it has definitely seen better days. So it's going to be literally ripping it all back to brick walls and then, yeah, rebuilding. But hopefully it should make this space really open up and that becomes a kitchen diner. Then we go out to the hall and upstairs, and then straight away at the top we've got our bathroom, which is a good sized room. So we are looking at keeping that where it is. Obviously not the suite, that's all going to be changed again, back to brick walls, but we will rip it all out. There we go. Lovely. And yeah, put something a bit nicer in. And then the first bedroom. Again, it's a good size room. Yeah, not really much going on here apart from, again, just needs the wallpaper stripping, clearing the wardrobes out and putting back together. And then next room. So this room is quite a good size, especially when you take out, you see here, the built-in wardrobes and water tanks. So we're going to change all that around, potentially put the water tanks in the loft, and then yeah, it makes it a really good size space again, because we've got our smallest bedroom, which is quite small at the moment. So it's quite small and pokey. So we're going to see what magic we can work in here. And then here we are out in the garden. Again, really nice little space. It's already got a resin path to the side and up front by the patio doors. See, there's a few weeds coming through, but yeah, we'll get that all tidied up. As you can see there by the bollards, we've had a new gas supply come in already, so that's all ready to get connected up once we get our engineer on site. And then the garden does just go around a little bit behind this shed again, so you've got all the pebbles there. Again, we haven't really spoken about what we're going to do with the garden area yet, but it will just be a really easy to maintain garden. Yeah, and then there's a little garage just there behind all the bushes that you can't really see. There we go. But at the moment we're not going to do anything with the garage, so it's really just focusing on the house. So yeah, excited to see what we can do with it. So this is the end of day one video. So done the majority of the hallway. Just got the underlay of the stairs to go, and then go through into the lounge. All the curtains are down. Still need to take the skirting boards off in here. And then again, curtains down in here, skirting boards to still come down. Started to take the kitchen cupboard doors off, but at the moment that's as far as I got, because I started and then ended up going upstairs to the bathroom to start pulling all that apart, getting all of that out, because we're starting to run out of room in the skip and I wanted to get the bathtub in. Toilet's gone from the corner, sink is removed, and the bath, that has also gone. This was a bit of a nightmare getting the bathtub out because it spanned the width of the bathroom and there were quite a few pipes down in the corner there, so I've had to lift the bath up and over the pipes because I couldn't even upend it because it would catch on the wall on either side. So that was fun, getting that out and then squeezing it out of the door to turn the corner to come down the stairs with a hanging light in the way as well. So yeah, as you can see, there isn't much room to get a bathtub out and around the corner, but did it. Skirting boards are coming down. They came off pretty easily just with a hammer and a crowbar, and then it's just a case of getting the storage heaters off the wall. There's no gas currently in the property. All the heating was done off these electric heaters, so it'll be nice to finally get some central heating in. As you can see, I've already removed the water cylinders, so they're all gone, and now it's just a case of getting all the copper pipes out. I just used a pipe cutter to get those out. It was quite a squeeze in there to get the pipe cutter in because the pipes all came through the floor in the same space, so I cut them off quite high up and then went back later just to try and cut them from down below, downstairs where they enter the floorboards there. Then it's just a case of taking all the shelving out that was there, that was housing all the cylinders, and that came off pretty easily just with the hammer and crowbar again. Then I was back in the kitchen to remove the copper pipes from there, and that's off of the wall that we are going to remove. So obviously before I started taking all the copper pipes down, I'd previously turned the water off at the mains, cut and capped off any pipes that we didn't need. I have left the outside tap connected, so there is still water to the property because I will need that for things like filling the wallpaper stripper, etc, etc. So there is still some water, but the majority of the pipe work has all gone now. So I'm just taking these couple of shelves down, and they're both put up with flathead screws, and I hate flathead screws. They're an absolute nightmare to get out. They're like my nemesis. And there's like about 8 screws to get out in total. And what a pain in the backside, but I'm almost there with it now. I feel like this one's going to fall down. And also they've used flatheads on the doors. I tried to take some of the doors off yesterday, the hinges, and they're flathead screws. And they have been in there an extremely long time. And they just won't budge. So I kind of sort of said sod it to myself yesterday. I thought I'm just going to take the angle grinder to it. If you can't get them with a screwdriver, then just go in with the grinder, take them off. There's one thing I don't have with me is an angle grinder. There's a few like nails that are in the walls as well, but they won't come out, so I'll grab the grinder and bring that back with me next time. Saves it, makes the job a bit easier because I'm just not messing around doing it slowly when I can do it fast because I like to get things done. Most of the tiles in the bathroom came off the walls pretty easily with a hammer and chisel, but there was a few patches that were a little bit more difficult, so for those I used the hammer drill with a chisel attachment. It's the end of day 3 now, and we're standing in the dining room. So as you can see, skirting boards are off. The little window hatch, that's all dismantled. That's pretty much it in here. On the curtains, they are off as well. And then in the next room, again, all the skirts are off in here. And what have we got? I've taken the storage heater off of the wall, and that was so heavy. It must weigh probably, I'd say, a good 60, if not 70 kilos. I can barely lift it. So hence it hasn't really moved far, and it's not gone out to the skip yet. So I think I'm going to have to get someone to help me get those out of here because it's definitely a 2-man job. And the one actually around here. I was going to get it off of the wall, but I've got the first screw out from this side, but as you can see, there's not a lot of space down that side, so I need a socket set for that, which I don't have here, so bring a socket set back next time. So that's where we are in here. All the hallway, that's kind of been taken back a bit more, so skirting boards are gone, the curtains and blinds have gone, and yeah, literally all the skirts, phone wires, and same on this heater. I started to take it off. I've disconnected the electrics, but again, I just thought it's pointless having it in like on the floor in the hallway because I literally can't move it when they're off, which is ridiculous to say. Oh, the sun's right there as well. Okay, so we go through into the kitchen, and again, so just more of the same. Skirting boards are off. All the boxing in is off in the corner. What else have I done in here? I've started to take the copper pipe down. So there was a run of it up the corner and up in the ceiling. So I've disconnected there. I just need to, I think I'm going to need an angle grinder to cut it out the ceiling because there's not enough space to get the pipe cutter in there. So that'll be next week when I have a grinder because I haven't got one here at the moment. So that's that. Again, hatch is dismantled from this side. All the skirts are off. That's pretty much it in here. So then if we head upstairs, I spent a lot of time up here today. So this is all pretty clear at the moment. So it's quite bright in the bathroom. The sun is setting. That way it's quite late. It's 7. I kind of had my jobs list to get finished. And yeah, here we are. 7 o'clock finishing up. Sorry, neighbours. I've tried to be quiet. So yeah, skirts off. I could get the little heater off the wall in here because that was a fraction of the size. So I could actually move it and lift it. The boxing in is off of this side as well. Off the downpipe. Obviously all the tiles are gone. All of the pipes, waste pipes, and copper pipe, feed pipes. They've all gone today as well. So we're pretty much back to walls and not a lot else in here. So that's all good. On the old hanging light, just in case I need a light, you never know. Then next room. So again, wardrobes are gone and they're actually stacked up in the corner because the skip's full, the garden's pretty full. So I thought it's pointless taking it all down and just making a mess out there. So yeah, here we are in the first bedroom. That's pretty much it in here. And then next bedroom. So again, all the copper pipes have, actually I say all, 2, half of them have gone. Again, I couldn't get the pipe cutter in there because it was too close on the other side of the ceiling. So couldn't get that out. So once again, angle grinder, easy job. I just figured I'm not going to waste my time trying. I got the first 2 out and it was a bit of a pain because it was like, had to wedge a hammer in there to bend the pipe to get a bit of space. So yeah, anyway, that's done and all the blinds down, skirting boards off. Yeah, and swept nicely. So yes, all good in here. And the little bedroom, here we go. So the boxing in has gone, so we can actually see that is the roof above the stairs. So we kind of wanted to see what we've got to work with there because we kind of got a bit of a plan to make this room bigger and really utilize the space. So again, the skirting boards are gone, all the shelves are gone from the corner, all of the wiring and electrical random stuff dotted around, picture hooks. So yeah, really satisfying day. It's been a long one, but definitely worth it. And yeah, all clear out in the hall. So tomorrow is just going to be tidying up, changing the locks, door locks, because they still need to be done. What else? And then making a plan for next week. What is on the job list for next week? I think it's going to be more taking the walls back, getting the wallpaper off. Yeah, so lots of fun ahead.